Well, at least we're live now. Time to get some watch hours as I play with a couple cameras. I don't know if it was the temperature outside, but man, the GoPro batteries do not last. Oh God. I think I filmed on one camera. I filmed for like 3 minutes and it was already dead. And then on the other, I filmed for like 7 minutes and well, they were fully charged when I walked out. I would say so because, I mean, 20 something degrees is like nothing. And I feel like they last a lot longer than that during the summer. That's empty. Put that back. Ooh, I need to do that while I'm waiting for someone to join. Till they join, I'm just going to do a little maintenance. Oh, someone joined. All right. I'm doing a little maintenance. Oh. Ooh, that's a good answer. Well, now someone's not there. Oh, well. They'll figure it out. Oh, maintenance. You remember the video footage of the rear end when I had it under the car? Yes. Oh, perfect. If only if I could have made a pass when I had it under there. Talk about right on the shock. I mean, it would have been like perfect data. So, that was a waste of what did we end up having in that trip? It's almost 1,100, wasn't it? Or was it 700? Hey, there's Mohawk. How are you doing, buddy? Yeah, that trip sucked. Remember, that was the one to Indy for Streetcar Takeover, where I didn't get to run because it had head gasket problems. Well, head gasket problems. Well, turned out. No. Oh, yeah, that's what they said it was. That's right. It's trans problems. Oh, okay. That's clear, right? No. How do I do it? Delete. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Now to the topic of discussion. Functional histories. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. We need a lot of watch hours, and that's kind of why we're doing it. And I got some topics to talk about, but not much. Hang on a second. I'll get that shared. Present. Share screen. Window. Share. Okay. We'll go down here. Pictures. What do we want to talk about first? Let's talk about the Duramax. Oh shit. That ain't what I wanted. Hang on. Oh, hey Justin. Saw you on Dr. X Live last night. I didn't know about you, but now I do. It's great and it will support you. Oh, thanks, man. From the UK. That's awesome. I was just over there. Well, somewhat. The airport I had to fly out of was near you. Well, yeah.
I have a girl who's from South Africa.
South Africa?
Yeah.
Holy moly, that's a long way to go to nursing school.
So we were supposed to tell everybody an interesting fact about herself.
Yeah.
And she shared that she was from South Africa
Oh, interesting.
originally.
I want. Will that work? How do I do that? Oh. Share. There we go. Okay. I'm struggling with that myself. 200 over 250 still to go. Well, I got a lot more than that to go, so good on you. Glad you're getting it. 350. Yep. 3,000 or yeah, 3,000 watch hours is a lot of watch hours, especially for a channel this small, I feel like. But anyway, this is my 2002 Chevy Duramax. I don't know if, can you guys see my mouse? If you can, yeah, the mouse, the clicker, to see where I'm pointing at. Oh. She's a little special. Ed. She gets so annoyed at that. Yeah, comment if you can see my my mouse. If not, I'll just try and explain it as best I can. Cursor. He says, I can't see it yet. Okay. Well, anyway, right where the driver's side wheel is, that area pretty much got demolished. I don't know if I have any before pictures of when we first got it, but it was bad, very bad. The truck was pretty much totaled with the damage amount. But anyway, we got it fixed. So how do I? Can I do that? Oh, I can do that. All right. Didn't I have one for that? Yeah, right there. Okay. So this is what it looks like now, all fixed and back together. So I did upper control arm, lower ball joint, tie rod, inner and outer tie rod, brand new shock, and the other side will get the same thing when I get to it. It already had brand new wheel bearings in it, hubs, brand new hubs, and pretty much a brand new set of brakes, calipers, rotors, and pads. So that was nice, and it had stainless brake lines too, but a couple of them were damaged. So hopefully I can buy just two and not a kit because that's expensive, or just try and patch these somehow with a flare and to a union or something. But we'll see. So yeah, that's one of the projects that I have going on right now, and we're trying to find a rust-free driver's side fender. Now, the problem is that I can only buy 2000 to 2002 Duramaxes. I can also buy 99 to I think it's 04, 03 Chevy Suburban Tahoe, right? Yeah, Tahoe, and then the trucks also, half-ton trucks. But that's how it works. That's how life works. Sometimes you buy a project that's rare, and yeah, so that's where we're at with that one. The newest addition is this car here. It's a 77 Chevy Malibu. You guys would not believe what I paid for this car. It does run. The radio works. It's got the swivel seats. It's got a center console. It's got it all. It really does. It's kind of hit here in the front where like they've ran something into it, but other than that, it's a very solid car other than the vinyl top. there's a lot of rust holes. I don't plan on fixing the car completely. I plan on getting it running and driving and using it. Hey, Evan Mopar, how are you? Hello, everyone listening at work again. I just uploaded a video. Parts are arriving for the charger. I watched a little bit before I had to go get this live ready, and so it does. It's nice. It's a 30-footer. It's not a car you can get right up on and go, yeah, that's really nice. But it's not bad. It does have a 305, so that's kind of sad, but it's a driver. I don't really need something high horsepower in a driver. But for $300, the seats are worth that. So, it was worth it to just buy and have extra parts. I mean, the fenders are pretty decent. Doors are really rough, but they could be fixed. It's nothing that bad. But why would I do that when I could just drive it and enjoy it? What else? I think that's it on that one. Here, I'll show another. How do I get that back up? There we go. Come on. Oh. So, hang on. There we go. So this is it parked on some steel down where my storage is. I got it on some steel plates. I'm keeping it, Heavens Mopars or Scott. It's too much of a family. I don't want to say memorabilia. That's not the right word. Heirloom maybe, and it's cool. It's like I'm like the second or third owner, so it's kind of hard to just take it apart and sell everything. Now, I do have to fix a lot on it, so I mean, it's not a project that's just going to happen overnight, sadly. But like the brakes will need gone through. The engine will need a tune-up. I mean, it's been sitting in a field since the 90s, early or late 80s maybe. So yeah, I mean, that's just what you got to deal with old car. Yeah, I don't like scrapping cars, and I don't like parting them out because you just take one car away from the world. You're just taking it apart, and sometimes you have to fix other cars that are worth fixing. So I understand, but this one's worth it more. So the ramp truck. This was last year at some point. I don't even remember when. And that was before we welded it back to the truck. Here's a shot of it welded to the truck and all painted up. This is when we started designing the ramp holders. I think they're 7-foot ramps, if I remember correctly. They should work okay. So, yeah, the holders were not hard. The problem I had was getting these cut out square enough where they didn't look like some hillbilly did it. So, yeah, Justin, you're right. Can't beat a ramp truck. I love them. They're cool. And this will have a Laguna on it at some point. But yeah, I couldn't get these holes to I wanted to make sure they didn't look like some random redneck did it and screwed it up. So they look okay. I don't like parting or making them disappear either. I was thinking make it run, fix some things, and sell it as a whole. I could do that. If I did that, I'd probably just drive it. Honestly, I don't have anything classic that's a cruiser besides my red truck, and it's not really classic. It's more, I mean, it's a 90 Chevy pickup truck. It's not really classic, but I definitely would like to have a car to cruise around, maybe get ice cream or something in the summertime. So, yeah. Another, I think I already showed you that picture. Let's do this one. Oh, this one first. So this is my 4L80 that'll be going in the ramp truck. So the only difference between the 4L80 that's in the ramp truck now and the 4L80 here is the plug here, the little blue and gray plug there, and then the ports for inlet and outlet of the trans fluid. Hey, there's Patrick. Hey, Patrick. Thank you, Scott. Yeah, but the only difference between the 4L80, the new one, and then the first version was the first version had 2 ports up in the front, like every other previous GM transmission, and then this one has 1 in the front and 1 in the rear. So, like, I think it's right here somewhere, and then there's 1 up here. Well, you can't see my thing. Anyway, yeah. So not much difference other than that. I think the parts are a little stronger, but I can't confirm that between an internet search and people I know. So I'm not 100% sure on that. Now to the one I'm working on now. This is the enclosed that we bought. When did we buy that? Was it last year? Anyway, so this has got brand new 5,200 pound Dexter axles under it. Let's see. What else? What else can I add to it? The fenders are new. We painted it. It's starting to peel off and flake off. We did it with a roller and cheap paint. So, you know, it is what it is. It's a cheap trailer, honestly, and it's just honestly nice to have. So, let me show you guys the inside. So here's the inside. Right now, I'm working up here in the front by the man door to take some trim out, and I just posted that video a few minutes ago, and I found some rot of the front wood, which is typical of a trailer this old. I mean, it's only a 2009, but it needs a lot. You know what I haven't done, and I don't know if anybody will join, but you're welcome to. How do I? There we go. Invite, copy. There. If someone wants to join, they're welcome to join. But yeah, so it's a 24-foot extra height, extended tongue. It's a nice trailer for 2009. It does have its blemishes, but it'll do exactly what we need it to do for the price. So, you know, hard to beat it. I'm almost out of content. I've only been live for 18 minutes. Isn't that wonderful? Now on to the one that I like. The Ugly Duckling Laguna. This has a lot going on with it right now. Between the new motor build, turbo setup, and the front suspension and the rear suspension, we're pretty much redoing the whole car. So, well, I've not figured out if I'm doing the rear this year or next year. It just depends on time and money and my ability to work on it without wanting to end my life. So, and I'd like to get the cow hood on there, although I don't think it's much lighter. It does look better, but I don't think it's lighter, which is a problem. Why would I go to a fiberglass hood if it's not lighter than my steel hood? So that's a main issue. And then the front nose here. I'll tell everybody one secret weapon. It's not really a weapon. These bumpers weigh a ton. I think I can remove 100 or 150 pounds from this front nose, which would put the car at, starting at 4, that would be, what, 3850, right? 150? Yeah. So 3850 just by taking some weight out of the nose. And I'll just say the other one because I think it's on here. I got an aluminum engine, so that should drop me. I love cars and trucks like this, as it tells a story of the person who built it instead of just buying it all off the shelf and bolting it on. Yeah, this car is like anything that you see on the car, minus like the original body panels, are custom. I mean, the core support's custom built by me. We did the cage. The rear suspension is literally stock. Just the control arms are a stronger version of the stock stuff. It's got coilovers, so that's a kind of an upgrade. But without the coilovers, the car would just like obliterate every tire. We'd throw like a 40-foot wide tire on it. It would still not hook. But yeah, the turbo kit's all built by us. A local guy did the turbo. And when I say he did the turbo, he literally machined it out of his chicken coop. So yeah, like we're not talking expensive shop. We're talking guy in the middle of the woods out of Indiana. So yeah, great. Hey Colleen, how are you? Great. Take the weight out of the front. You'll never stop doing wheelies. Hey, that's not a bad thing. Wheelies make perfect pictures when people take pictures of it. But yeah, so I think the car could be down. Like I said, if we can take 150 pounds out of the front nose and then minus the 100 pounds of the engine, that would put us at 3,750, which is still extremely heavy, but it's a little bit better than 4,000. And then at 3,750, the power that I want to make, I'll be going very fast, a lot faster than I should be with this car. We'll definitely have to have a parachute. I'll have to upgrade my fire suit. I'll probably, if I start going well into the age, it'll probably get a fire suppression system so that if the car ever caught fire, I can just hit it, and I have instant fire extinguisher in the engine bay on me. Yeah. And I mean, they're not that expensive. I mean, in theory, they're not that expensive, and they'll save you from ruining your whole car and yourself. So sometimes it's worth it to spend some money on safety. Yeah. I ain't saying you got to buy new shoes every year, but spending money on like a fire suppression system when you're going 8 seconds, it's worth it. I mean, it's worth my life. I think it's worth it. So that's really it with the Laguna. I mean, I want to do full interior at some point. So that I want to put the dash back in it. I want a passenger seat, and I want to put a package tray back in it, which, again, it's all part of the process. Everything here takes time and money, and I have very little of either. Right? She's sitting over there doing homework. No surprise. It's nice to see other, and especially my age, still into. Okay, there isn't many people my age into this and really getting stuck in. Well, Justin, I'm glad you're into it, and I'm glad you are enjoying old cars. There's really something to be said about anything old, because people didn't have the technology we have today. And think about your life now without any of that. And without these cars, we wouldn't have the technology that we have today. So in all reality, new cars can thank old cars for them being here. I mean, let's just be honest. I know cars don't have feelings and they're not real. Although this one's been very, what would you call it? She says hormonal. I don't know if I would just use that, but I feel like that fits. It's very hormonal as a car. And What's the hormone for anger? Because it's got a lot of that. Yeah. Been working on mobile parts for 40 years. I wouldn't change it. Oh, yeah, Justin. He's not young. He's very old.
It's your catecholamine hormone.
Cicada that.
Catecholamine hormone.
Cata that. Whatever she said, if you can hear that, that's what it has. Because it's.
Catecholamine.
Cars have personality, no doubt. I think so. Because this one's its attitude towards me is like, hey, stop. You know, quit beating me up. Pretty much. No, but I mean, kinda. I mean, the car has been together for 4 years now, right? Yeah, yeah. It's been together 4 years now, and it's had the same engine in it the whole entire time. The only thing I've had to do to it was put head gaskets in it. That's it.
And change the transmission.
That's not the engine though.
It's still part of it.
And the engine was stock. I mean, it had stock bearings, stock piston rings. The pistons were stock, the rods were stock. I mean, literally everything in that motor was from 2001. From whatever person on the GM assembly line put it together, that's how it was. We did not mess with it at all. Dylan, the Duster, wants to go rounds with me all the time. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm a WWE fighter when it comes, or MMA fighter when it comes to this car. I smack it, it smacks me. It usually smacks me a lot harder, but I'm biased. But it's a lot of fun. We get to, right? That was a yes. She was very excited to say yes to that. So yeah, that's I think that's all of my projects. I think, right? Oh no, but I don't have pictures of that on here. We got her Buick too. So Mohawk, I'm an old man, and I'm very happy to see young people being into this community. Hey, Barrows is here. Hey, Barrows, how are you? I know the feeling too, and I still haven't completed any projects yet. Well, listen here. If you don't work on them, you'll never fix them. I will stand here and say that if you never work on them, they'll never get done. Mark's here. Hi, Mark. Brooke says hi, Mark. But yep, I can pull a trans in 50 minutes, engine in less than an hour and a half. Two things you don't want to get good at. Yeah, I mean, we made. Mark says, "Hey, girl." I had to say it like that because he put HEYGIR 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 L's. Hey, girl. I don't know. I said it like I can see it.
And I'm the special one, y'all.
Yeah, well, you definitely are that. She's got that one in the bag. Special. Very special.
I'm sorry, who's in the nursing program?
Scott said hi.
Hi, Scott.
She doesn't want to talk to you.
I said hi.
She says hi.
Quit making me out a bad person.
She's definitely a bad person. I promise. But you are who you hang out with. So I must be a horrible person too. Yeah, that's really all my projects. I don't really have anything else to talk about now. I can talk about myself.
You said that's really all my projects, and I said besides yourself.
I'm not a project.
Yes, you are.
I'm not a project.
You are a project.
Projects have a deadline and have parts you can work on them.
Rookie too.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, we can hear LOL.
We're good.
So,
Nobody can yell. Don't have to yell.
can we ship stuff to the UK?
Yeah, for like $50.
To read like it like I wrote it. You have to read it like I wrote it.
He said Brookie.
Brookie too, right? No. Brokey.
Oh,
I got
Brokey.
that's me. I'm Brokey. Should we give these away?
I'll give it to you. Where'd you get all this?
They're from the first No Name
the
Nationals.
participant
Yeah.
stuff from the first.
I was just gonna keep one. I don't need none of them are on the car. My projects are close, so shouldn't be too far off, but no matter how many people tell you how much is involved, you never know until you're working on it yourself. All good fun, though. Amen to that. There has never been a point in my entire time that I've worked on cars that I haven't thought, I can do that. And then you get involved and you're like, wow, why did I do that? Why did I do it this way? Granted, it does make you a smarter person, a better person, and it makes you use your brain, which is good for your everyday life. Did you?
He did. He got it cut off.
To your hair looking real steppy and preppy. Well, thank you. Got to bounce. Rob is live. Thanks for the live, Dylan. I'll probably end it too, just because.
Rob,
yeah.
3 cars. We like to watch him.
So.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I'll end it here in a little bit, probably 9 minutes or so. Yeah, Justin. It's just the way it is. You can't. It's a lot of work. You use your brain a lot. It's not honestly all that great, but it makes you a better person all the way around. And to me, that's what life's about. So I could be doing drugs. So, I mean,
God help us all.
Race cars are better than drugs. It's probably more addicting.
They're just expensive.
I don't know. If I had a drug addiction,
they still kill you.
I don't know. Drugs are definitely known to kill people. Race cars have not killed people. Killed people on purpose. I'm not saying that no one's ever died in a race car, but that's not the majority. That's the minority.
I was gonna say something about a patient, but YouTube and HIPAA.
Yeah, you can't do that. HIPAA laws prevent you from saying that. Yeah. Well, while we're still live, I could give speed kills, drug gets you arrested.
Speed gets you arrested.
Actually, let's be honest here. Speed has never killed anybody, ever. Speed has.
Let's talk about the girl who, went 100 miles an hour and ran into a brick wall to kill her boyfriend.
You said it right in your sentence. What did she do at the end?
She went 100 miles an hour into a brick wall.
That.
Speed killed him because she ran into a brick wall.
The brick wall killed him.
It's the stopping.
Amen. It's the stopping that gets you. Try juggling 10 muscle car projects at once. Only 5 run and 4 are drivable. Well, Patrick, I mean, you got to get on it, dude. Like
5 run and 4 drivable.
Stopping kills. Amen.
You only have one that.
Speed has never killed anybody. It's the instant stop after you've hit something that kills you. Okay. But actual speed going fast has never killed anybody in the entire world. No, it didn't. His crash killed him. He crashed and burned.
But if he wouldn't have been speeding, he would have still been alive.
What if he stayed in control of the car?
If that girl would have been, speeding.
Well, that was somebody's. She was dumb. I mean, sometimes people are dumb.
Oh, like you have 5 separate cars that run.
9 of them are Mopars. So do you have a Chevy? Because I mean, you need some Chevy stuff in your life, man. Tall Garage Ken sent me a Mopar yesterday or the day before, really cheap, and it made me want to LS swap it.
Stopped by the smack that cool. Thank you.
Thanks, Big Block. Thanks, Steven. I appreciate that. We're probably almost done. I know Rob's live tonight. I tried to go live before him just to get some watch hours, which it's working not too bad. That poor gremlin at Edgewater when the throttle got stuck open and went into the sandbox into the woods. Exactly. Is he going to fix that, or is it a gremlin? I didn't know it was a gremlin, but I can't believe he didn't like. Did he not think to kill it? I mean, he probably didn't, or he probably wasn't quick enough. Who knows? I mean, I've had the throttle stick on me. Granted, I have something that kills everything: ignition, fuel.
I might not have to buy my scrubs.
She's a goofball.
Look, I'm in the nursing program, just did orientation, and I'm trying to find ways not to spend money. And a girl that's literally probably my size is gonna offer me her scrubs, so I don't have to buy them.
Being stupid should hurt. Yep. Amen.
Scrub life. Yes.
Jackie has a 68 442. Okay, now we're talking. I want to pull out the 425 and put 440 in it. It does run. Scrub life. Yeah.
Yes.
Who that?
Mark James.
Oh, he's welding his freaking thing up. Yeah. God, I got 8 people in here still. I don't want to
end it.
Yeah, because if you guys want to stay here, I don't want to keep you from if y'all want to go to Rob's live, let me know, or we can stay doing this and talking. I don't like being what should I call it? I don't want to be an interrupter, maybe. I don't know. I don't like being the blocker of traffic for somebody on yeah. I'm not an invasive species, I promise. Well, I mean, I can be, but
he's very invasive, trust me.
I know.
He dang near about kicked me out.
That I can't help.
Because he lays sideways. You might be a passenger princess, but I'm a garage princess. Because she's sitting next to the heater. That's me.
Hey, Jason.
What's up, baby bro?
What is going on, my man?
Well, that means he's not watching Rob.
You're not watching Rob? Or are you coming here to tell me that Rob's live?
What's up, baby bro? Peace out. Gotta go to Rob.
There are only
24 hours in a day. You get to use yours as you need. Not everyone goes to all the lives, so just do what you need to do.
That's fair, Big Block. That's fair.
It only takes him 24 hours to read something, so.
Rude. Hey, Big Block, what your engine build on your 4.2?
67 GTX, 68.
It's all right. It's also 1:40 a.m. here, so it won't be up for much longer.
It's 8:41 here.
I am happy you are here. That is dedication. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, he's close to Germany, so.
Oh, that's right.
He's in the UK, yeah. I'm watching both. He's my baby bro also. Okay. Fair enough.
I'll look momentarily.
Speaking of that, Jason, I don't know if I got my watch hours for that live yesterday. I looked. I don't know how long is it 24 hours that it takes to process? How does that work? Do you have any clue? Because I was waiting to come back and see bottom bulb racing. My current 402 is a stock bottom with 781 heads and a comp XE 268 cam, but I'm installing a 481 all forged aluminum head motor now. Oh, you're going fancy.
Look, the worst thing you could possibly do is either have a birthday and everybody texts you on Facebook, or post an accomplishment and all you have to do is comment to freaking comments that just keep popping up.
Dude, I got a tenth of an hour, so hello.
A tenth of an hour.
I don't even think I got that, so I mean, I'm not mad. I don't really care. I had a good time, and I got some subscribers out of it because Uncle Tony gave me a shout out and stuff. So I'm very grateful for that. But like, as far as like view hours, didn't get a single dime. So not a big deal though. I did enjoy it which is the only reason I do it. So I got something out of it, right? But yeah. But back to this comment. Big Block, when do I get to send you a turbo and like put it on candy cane?
What did you ask him?
Oh, nice. You
I
got
did get
15
like
subs?
15 subs, so it's all good.
Yeah, amen for that. I like subs.
We got, I don't know how many.
Well, we started at 1128 and we are at,
1175.
well, maybe it went up. I don't know. It did.
Oh, 1177. 49 subs.
Yeah, we got almost 50 subs from it. How many hours do you need still?
Like 12.
Minus 748. I need 2,252 hours. I'm ready to do a blow through on my deal. Yeah. I don't know how good those cards are. Big Block, I mean, I would just, you're Steven, I think it would be, I think it would be cool, but that's just me. I'm that kind of person. I like that stuff. So, well, he's already blew it up once. So, I mean, what's the second time? I need like 1,200 hours to get monetized. Well, we're at 2252, so I got 2,000, which is crazy. I mean, it's just hard to believe, but you know, I guess it is what it is. We got to either deal with it or become better somehow. I don't know. I need like 7 lives per week with this many people watching, and I would reach it pretty quickly. But I just, there's no time in the day for me to be able to do that possibly. Turn it down just a little. Did they change the watch hours within a year from 4K? Yes. So they are now, well, mine says 3,000 watch hours, which is great. I'm glad they dropped it because I don't think I'd ever got to 4,000, especially as and I'm not ungrateful, but my audience is very small compared to a lot of YouTubers. And just because I don't put out a lot and I don't have a lot of time to put out good content. I can put out content, but not at the scale of which everybody else in the world is putting it up. So, my cam question heads. My heads are restricted, trying to find 049 or 71, but afraid it may lower the compression. You know, you may talk to Dad about Big Block heads because I think he's got a pretty good set. I think there's something 99s. I don't remember.
For who, Mark?
Nitrous may be in the works in a few years. It should be this year. It will come, the hour goal, when the time is right. You're right. You are absolutely correct. It will happen eventually.
Oh, God.
What? So, but yeah, I mean, you know, it's just what we got to deal with right now. You know, that's the goal is to 3,000. So now it's 3,000 in a year. Yes, correct. Which is like astronomically probably low. I mean, 3,000 watch hours is probably low. But to me, it's like this big old mountain, and I have one hand and one leg, and I got to climb the mountain.
Does it start over every year?
Yep.
When did we start?
Well, it doesn't start out every year. So every day it takes away whatever you had that day.
That's a paragraph.
So it goes down like 748. It goes down, or 748 to 746 when you pass the day that you had 2 watch hours or something. I don't remember. So you will lower compression with either head. I had a 294 roller cam last year in my other 402, but I didn't have enough converter and it killed me. But I let the third rod come out of the oil pan. Yes, I remember this, Stephen. I remember this with great memory. I feel like nobody had a good year there the first year. Jason, that is good. He's a very nice guy to talk to. I enjoy his company when we were at the No Name Nationals. And I enjoy his content
He's
too.
pretty cool.
He's got a pretty cool truck too. I mean, come on.
Got a pretty cool
Candy
big
Cane, a
rig.
bad unit. But he's got other project cars too. So I mean, it's not his only one, but to me it's the coolest. But that's because Dad has a 60, so but that's what I like. And I like Chevy trucks. So, but yeah,
The Dawn and Dong show. Oh God.
that is not a good idea. If they drink, that is a terrible
Well,
idea.
they're
Oh,
currently drinking.
oh, that's a terrible idea. That will never get.
Mopars, Mustangs, and minivans said if it ain't wrong, it's usually Dawn.
Ah,
You know how Ron.
you're welcome,
puts
Stephen. Yeah.
If it's not wrong, it's
Oh
usually
man,
Dawn.
when he's drinking, man, he is not the same person.
JB's little shop, the Dawn and Dong show. Oh,
Somebody
boy.
would watch it. I'd be afraid to watch
You all
it.
would, because you're all goofy. I didn't have any major problems, but my car's.
Well,
If you wouldn't
if
leave things open and let them run out, and remember, I think you left the CO2 tank on, and
oh yeah,
it ran out. Dawn and Ron are the new Cheech and Chong.
yeah, but except theirs is alcohol and not not the marijuana. Didn't have any major problems. Well, I feel like I had major problems. When I went back to watch the video, some of the videos of the car going down the track, I could hear the tick after the burnout, but it was worse on the big end. So I know it had to have been a rod knock. I've not taken the motor out of the car, but well, Patrick, you also need to start becoming used to a trans brake because that should drop like a second off of your time.
You remember Cope's
Ceiling fan? Yeah.
Mohawk 62 said at least Dawn has a full bladed fan.
Rough. Sure, I had that tire going down in the empty CO2 bottle. I saved the day for one of those. But ran good after that. The tire thing, that does it have tubes in it? I didn't even thought to look or ask.
The tire going down in the empty CO2.
Oh yeah, I mean this year totally different, but I'm telling you, you would probably drop a whole second if you use the trans brake and your suspension's set up correctly.
Well, he added it, it wouldn't work.
I know. Like the trans brake in my car, when I use the trans brake and launch the car where it doesn't spin the wheels off the hit, it's like a whole second faster plus. It does. They were all new last year.
Well,
what was?
His tires, ding dong.
Oh. But what was I talking about?
No idea.
I hope so, Steven. I don't like to complain. That was really my only complaint of the whole weekend. I mean, other than the car, having a rod knock, but that's just part of racing. I didn't care about that. But the track really bugged me. Only
so much you could do when they got struck by
only because that was my last race of the year. I was trying to go for personal best. We were at good altitude or DA. The car was running good, like motor wise. I mean, it was making good power, and I couldn't put anything to the track, and that bugged me. Which I probably, looking back on it, I should have added everything on the big end, and left really soft.
And ran into the sand pit.
No, and then brought the boost in really like early. I'm gonna get you to weld up the rim so I can get rid of the tubes. I think they ripped one of the tubes when I installed them last year. I'm going to get you to weld up the rims. How am I going to weld up the rims? I'm a little confused on that.
You'll figure it out.
Well,
You already read that comment.
I know, but I'm going back to it. But if I could have got all of the power down that I had available, we would have definitely had a 6.0 car, or at least 599, 99999. Because we still had probably 6 pounds of boost I could probably still throw at it without it chucking rods out of its side. It was too big because of the tubes. Oh, I got you. Broken in since July. Got it down at 1290s before radiator exited stage left. Definitely want to use the brake next year, but they frown on that in Sportsman. Yes. They also used to frown on slicks and trans brakes. Well, they still frown trans brakes, but there also used to be an ET cutoff that was slow as hell. Now they've made it faster, which I think it's faster. Maybe they slowed it down. I thought it was faster, but anyway, which is fine. I don't care. I'm not a Sportsman racer. That one? Why? Oh, well, that's typical. But 1290s. That's good. I'm glad. I'm excited for you to get your car back out there.
Go.
Speaking of that, I just messaged one of my customers that has like a Chevelle like mine. It's intended and built for pro that just needing gear stalled. They allow slicks on Sportsman since 2021 season. Yeah. Which, here's the thing. Slicks is not going to make you any faster or any slower. Like, at that caliber of car, it probably makes no difference. It's not, you're not gaining anything from the next guy. I mean, a guy with radials is probably just as good as the guy with slicks. I mean, cars there are making 500 horsepower max, and like I said, they can't run any faster than 11 something, right? So is it really worth eliminating half of your car count because of that? Not in my opinion. But I'm not a promoter, so 100. Amen. But yeah, I messaged the 1160. Yeah, so slow. Well, I mean, comparatively slow. My car won't run 1160 on foot brake. If I took almost all the boost out and foot braked it, the car would probably still run 11s.
Did you see Dakota change his name?
The Dakota's time in?
Mm-hmm.
He's got 2 accounts. You didn't know that?
No.
He's got that and Dakota's time out. Your thumbnail says Sunday Night Live. Oh shit, it's not Sunday.
It's Tuesday.
Oops. I see. That's just how far away I am from reality. This whole year has been a mess for my life.
And the weekend threw us off with Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah. I just come back to work after having almost 6 days off. So
he was off Wednesday last week
to Sunday.
I almost said yesterday.
And I stayed up every night trying to get as much done as possible. Always a day behind and $1 short.
Yep.
Amen, brother. Amen. I was confused at first, but then I saw you were live. Yeah, it honestly didn't hit me until you told me. Mm-hmm. So that's how far out of reality I am.
Wake up.
I don't want to wake up. I do have bags under my eyes, though, or I don't sleep worth a gouge.
Join the club.
So, that's just what it is.
He says he doesn't sleep, but that mother trucker sleeps all through the night.
Well, it's not that I can't sleep. It's the fact that I can't get to sleep.
But before we go to bed, he's like, la-di-da.
It's a pain in the butt. Now I got to get up early, so.
Well, that's your fault. You work all the way in Florence, Kentucky. Don't make me lick your face.
Well, especially, before my one job, I still had to get up early. It's not fair.
Why? You could have literally seen me do it. But you were
Snores
looking
and
down.
mumbles at that.
Yes. See, he knows.
You're welcome.
That was even with the door shut. He still heard you.
For the one of those mumbles weren't mumbles.
Shut up. Exit stage left.
I think they started with an M though.
I don't know.
Lies.
Shut up. We don't share that.
No, but these people. But my head hits the pillow and I'm out. I wish my life was like that, man.
My life is like that.
I would love to have that.
She just looked at me as her laughing. Can you not read that?
Yeah, you can read it.
I wish it was that easy.
No freaking kidding.
Somebody else said something. Click it. Click.
Huh?
Click it.
Oh, sorry.
Thought
Your dog was snoring up.
upstairs.
He probably could have been.
Yeah.
It could have been Pearl.
Oh my god. Yeah. 'cause
She
was
snores
down
really
here.
bad.
It's because she can't breathe and she sits here and goes.
It's because she's a fat cat.
And I feed her twice a day. 6:30 a.m. No, 5:30 a.m. because the time changed and the machine I didn't fix it. And then 5:30 at night. And then that's all she gets. Unless she goes outside and then she eats bugs, but
Look.
oh, and she doesn't come to like this or like I don't know what else a cat would come to, but she comes like this. If you like rub your fingers together.
She's special
That's
ed.
what she does. Oh look, Mark Grundling's folder.
I spelled his name wrong.
Grundling. What?
Thanks, Justin. Our cat is very awing.
And she's a turd. Mark Nope, go over. Good. Grundling.
This is a good year so far. I usually go to sleep quick, but wake up a couple hours before the alarm goes off.
I hate that.
I would end my life.
I kept hitting the snooze button this morning and like had to be at school at like 9. I'm getting up at like 7:50 to take a shower, and school is a good, you say what, 30 minutes from the house?
Yeah, something like
Yeah,
that.
30, 35 minutes from the house, depending on traffic. And I got there at like 8:55. So that was very scary. And it didn't help that it was mandatory and I had too much crap to grab when I walked out the door. Like I had stuff that I needed to take with me to school, and then I had shirts that I needed to drop off. And I walked out of here in 22-degree weather with no jacket, no gloves, nothing. Just ran right out the door on my way.
Let's give away some
I worked in the
stickers.
Postal service, been getting my last name wrong last 20 plus years.
I'm sorry. Honestly, I didn't learn it until I looked at your Facebook.
Did you fix it? Is this wrong?
That's still wrong. I'll have to make another folder. But yeah, I got profiles on all of my customers.
I put my customer on.
Profiles.
I didn't know how to spell what his last name was. Oh, you put the R. It's Gundling.
Yeah. So let's do a little giveaway. Should we give away? Do they have Starbucks in the UK? Can you use that in the UK?
Probably not. Only
pronunciation.
in America.
Really? Where does it say that? Because we need to get rid of this.
Off at 6:40 on Friday. I snooze for 10 minutes, then get up and get ready, and I'm at work at 7. But that's a remote day working from home. Oh, whatever.
Lucky. I got to go in an office and sit for like 8 hours and do nothing.
People, I work from home.
I did nothing today. Like, if you ask me, we have Starbucks here. What place doesn't? Well, Germany, I think, because I never seen a Starbucks there. So that's the only reason I
Lots
asked.
of places. We don't have a Starbucks.
Ask,
I
see,
mean, not in
when Google
Lawrenceburg.
it. Google, see if you can use that. Because if it is, we'll give it away.
Can I use my American
And I'll send you one of these too.
Starbucks gift card
It's from the first year. I mean, I got a few.
anywhere
The UK.
in the UK? Only cards from the US and Hawaii, Canada, England, Scotland, Wales, Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, Mexico, and Australia can be used interchangeably.
So not UK.
You can either purchase Starbucks cards with either US or Canadian currencies on them. Can I use my US Starbucks gift card in UK? Purchased in the United States may also be used in Canada, England, Scotland, Wales, Republic of Ireland, Northern Ireland, Mexico, and Australia.
So no.
So
Well,
depends on if he lives in England or Scotland or Wales.
horsepower, 50 plus horsepower stickers. Yes.
We don't have those here.
UK is England, Northern Ireland, Scotland's, Wales.
Well, that's where you can use that.
Okay, well then we'll get rid of this. I had a nice state trooper stop me to let me know that my tags expired on October 31st. I thanked him. I didn't know. That's a scary feeling when you get pulled over for something that like you don't remember, or you're like, what did I get pulled over for? I wasn't speeding.
Your
Wasn't
tags
doing
are
that.
expired, sir.
It's it's the most terrifying thing in the world.
I hate when a cop's behind me. Like, I have nothing in my car. Like, granted, I have a few things in the car that could absolutely harm somebody, but I don't have like drugs or anything else in the car.
That's how we make our money. You're a drug runner.
Yeah, okay. And I'm like, oh my God, there's a cop behind me. What do I do?
That's why I wish we were drug runners, because we'd be rich. Because, it's funny how smart people can do drug running and all this other stuff, but when druggies do it, they screw it up somehow. Like, if someone smart did drugs or did drug running or gun running or anything like that, you know how many rich people there would be? I was speeding, but he chose the expired tag over the speed and only gave a warning. That was my free one for the year.
Yeah.
My free one for the year lasted up until, was it last year, the year before? It was last year, I think. I got caught speeding.
It had the truck? No, that wasn't that day.
Oh, I forgot about that one. Yeah, so.
But then he was like, there was also a time where he was in his Honda Civic and it said that he was on a motorcycle. There was that screw up.
To explain the UK as 4 countries, but it's historical things from hundreds. Well, I went to Germany for training for a month, and we went to Belgium and some places like that. Germany is the smallest place I've ever been to in my life. So to go from top to bottom of that whole country is like going from me for, 2 states? Yeah, 2 states. So
I was home by myself the entire time.
So 2 states in our whole country is about the same distance as it is for the whole country of Germany. That blew my mind. They don't understand how big the U.S. truly is. Yeah, I know. I can barely get away with that playing GTA 5. Yeah, it's tough. Okay, well, Justin, I don't know if I can post. I'm just going to send it to him because he seems interested in it. So.
What do you want to do? Oh. Justin, send us your address.
Yeah, send me your address, Justin, and we'll send you to my email there, and we'll send, if you can see it. If not, I can figure out a way to do it. We'll send you these 2 things.
Oh, I set up a My Chart for you, by the way.
I seen that in my email.
I mean, they sent you the email, but I went ahead and set it
I know.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess I could do this, and he could see it.
There you go.
Yeah, just send your address there, and I'll send you these 2 things. I don't know if we have any of the small stickers left, but I can send you a couple of those too. just for being good.
Weak class Germany is large. Here.
Germany is
Thank you,
large
thank
for you?
Probably
Oh
compared
my
to what
God.
he did.
That's crazy.
Great life. Gotta go. Good night, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye. Bye. Have a good time.
Bye, Patrick. Tell Jackie I said bye.
Yeah.
Not Jamie.
Tell Jackie I said hi. We
Hi
miss
and
her
bye.
cookies. We need
Oh my God,
we need some cookies this winter.
Peanut butter chocolate chip, please.
We will pay for them.
Yes, we will.
Make sure I got it.
We
Look,
need a dozen.
Justin, let me know when you send it so I can look.
A dozen, please.
Yeah, a dozen. We do not. I'll be fat as hell. Brooke, I slept through my psychology final during college. That was interesting. By the grace of God, they let me take it the next day outside their office in the hallway.
Dude, I love my intro to psychology class. I'm currently in a. What am I in?
Yes, we are going to PRI.
Advanced Human Physiology class, and I can kill myself.
Hi, Jackie. So, bye, Patrick. Bye, Jackie.
We'll have cookies at PRI.
No. Oh.
I bet. Why else would he ask if we're going to PRI?
Well, if you're gonna give us cookies at PRI, I'll buy the milk. You're a gift ball.
Dude, her cookies are amazing.
We'll never get the recipe, so.
Well, yeah, it's her recipe.
What day?
What cookies do you want?
We'll be there
3 days.
Yeah, we're there all 3 days.
Peanut butter chocolate chip, please.
I second that. Honestly, whatever
thank you.
whatever you want to make works for me because
she's the
both
bomb.
that I had were good. I don't remember what they were.
We'll be there on Friday. Sweet.
Send it.
Tell her she's the bomb.
Glad you're coming. It'd be good to see everybody.
Tell her she's the bomb.com.
I'm trying some of the classes there, so hopefully I can learn something.
Take
but
notes.
I figured I'd video it. Maybe I don't know.
Probably not allowed.
I mean, there was
I'm
somebody
not allowed to record any of my lectures at school.
Really? That's goofy.
Unless I have like a learning accommodation.
You need that.
Like, could I suggest that maybe you might talk too fast, and I can only function so fast?
Chocolate chip?
Peanut butter chocolate chip.
I don't care what it is. Just bring it. I'll eat it.
Peanut butter.
I like all cookies.
Chip. Peanut butter chocolate chip.
It was probably just chocolate chip, honey.
No, she made peanut butter chocolate chip ones.
Okay.
She made chocolate chip. And
You're
she made
right.
Peanut butter chocolate chip. Well, thank you. I like to hear that often.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't.
Is about 2.5 times larger than England and about 1.5 times bigger than the whole of the UK.
Oh.
God, that's depressing.
That's a lot. It's 2.5 times
Justin,
larger than
I
England.
can recommend coming to the US because
Bring lemon regular. Sweet.
good.
Thank you.
You're
awesome.
But Justin, I recommend coming to the US at least once in your life. Whatever you do, it is. Hang on. This is good advice. Stay away from the coasts. That is where the bad people are. And when I say bad people, where we're from, usually people are very nice. They're sociable. They understand that. I drove 10 hours from Arkansas to Omaha last week.
Why?
Why? Sounds like hell. Yeah. I don't. Is it in Omaha, Alabama? I don't know. I've never been there. But yeah, back to the Justin thing. I recommend coming to the U.S. like Indiana, Kentucky, Illinois. Ohio's a iffy on me.
Omaha's in Nebraska.
Okay, so Nebraska. You could probably go to Nebraska. Colorado's a nice one. There's a lot of good states in the center of the country. Tennessee's a good one. There's a lot of good people there. Kentucky. I don't know about all that, but anyway. But like New York and stuff, unless you're that kind of person where you like the big city, don't go there. The closest I've ever gotten to New York was New Jersey, and I hated New Jersey. Hated it. Hate the people, hate the places, Hate it all. But that's just me. Other people can like it. I'm also not a city person. Want to give me a flavor? Well, I don't know if he sent me an email yet. Did you send me that email, Justin? He may have not, but
I lived in Watertown, New York for almost 3 years in my Army days.
I'm out. Good night, y'all. See you next live chat.
Bye, Mark.
Bye. Have a good time. Lived in Watertown, New York for almost 3 years in my Army days. Sounds awful. I hate New Jersey.
I get what you mean, and just about to.
All right, Justin, that works. I was just curious because we'll write it up right now so I can take it in the morning to get it sent out. I don't know how that'll work. Should be able to just drop in that box, right?
Yeah, once you print out your label.
But this is going USPS.
Huh?
This is going USPS. You
Yeah,
think?
that's the postal service. You drop it in the box.
It's going to be in an envelope. Or can you not do that? I don't know.
Oh. No, you need a stamp and the address on it, not that big old label thing. You just need a stamp. International services. I mean, what are they going to do? Tell you they can't do it if
I'll put a
they
return
do, they'll-
address on it, so
They'll put return to sender if you can't send it.
yeah. Right. I mean,
Like, dang it.
we'll get it to them one way or the other.
Just fly it to him.
Good.
Give it to him the next time you're over there, hopefully, which is never.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh, 12 minutes.
Hour and 12 minutes. Yeah. We'll probably end it here in about 10 minutes.
You'll say that, and then 10 minutes will go up, and then you're like, 10 more minutes.
It's because I enjoy my company here. We got a lot of cool people.
Bye, y'all. I'm going back to the couch. Dude, that bruise on my leg hurts like a log truck.
There's the email again, Justin, if you needed it.
Look. That's from you.
Yeah, should be sent now. Okay.
Refresh.
I'll refresh it and yeah, we'll just send you the gift card and this. If you can't use the gift card, give it to somebody that can. Hopefully you can use it. I don't drink coffee, so.
And we're not in Florence ever, so.
I am, but I don't drink coffee, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I do, but like I said, we're never.
That's fair. Yeah, in the morning. Yeah, that's fair. I want to do something like what Burn Down does.
Burn Down does? What's Burn Down do?
He has cups custom made and then sells them, and then the profit, well, then the money that he makes off of that goes to a charity, and he usually picks a good charity. Yeah, you'll have to break it up. And usually he picks a pretty cool charity, so it's usually interesting. It's called Cups for Kids.
Cups for Kids.
That's where that orange one came from.
Hmm.
But he's a very talented painter, so I mean, he's got all that stuff down pat. I don't. Oh, checking. I'll probably get it in the morning. You're breaking them all now.
Mm-hmm.
How nice would that be if it just solved all my problems? I would be so happy. Oh, anyway. Should I go for another? I don't know if I'll go for 15 more minutes. I got 4 people watching. Why the hell not? Yeah, I don't really have anything else to say other than that, really. guess we could see what my subscriber count is now. 1,178. So that's kind of cool.
Oh,
Watch your profanity.
sorry.
I hate that we can't do that on here.
What?
Cuss. Can't do anything on it. Can't talk about weird subjects. Can't talk about politics. Can't talk about anything on here. We can talk about cars, which I can do that all day long. So, but like most people are tired.
That one didn't break very evenly.
Doesn't matter. Does not matter. I figure we'll keep going until I don't know what you guys want to talk about. If you want to talk about anything.
Talk about the big giant horse pills that he has to take. That's huge.
Don't worry, that's just the uncrushed cocaine.
It's
We're not shipping that.
an antibiotic.
We're not shipping drugs. I promise. I promise. I wish we were. I'd be rich. So I may be going to Florida before Christmas. No, it's exciting. I'll get stuck down there for Christmas. Yeah, how mad I'd be. Oh, and I talked to my boss, and I'm like, they're going to have to work weekends. If they put it off until like the last minute for me to come down there after the parts come, they're going to have to work like a lot of overtime. Like, working weekends is not working weekends is not going to happen. Like, we're going to have to. Yeah.
What do you say?
He's like, oh yeah, they want this machine back together. Oh yeah, he says they want this machine back together, but don't want to work for it. I'm like, yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah, well, they're gonna have to.
yeah, anyway. That's my job. I have to deal with a bunch of people. Well, not really. They're not stupid. They're employees, which is not a bad thing. It's probably good for their mental health, but it's bad for my mental health because then I don't have anybody that I can use their labor to help me get something done quicker. And they're more of a weight than they are anything else, which is, understandable. But again, they're an employee, not like a business owner. So they don't understand. They either don't understand or they don't care, which is, again, fine. They're an employee. They're not the business owner. But I always treat companies as a business. If I see some money to be made extra, I treat every company like I would own it. Which a lot of companies don't like that because they want to run it the same way they've been running it for 400 years. And they'll never change and they'll never grow, which is fine, I guess. But if you're anything like me, I like money, and when somebody's pay stays the same for years and years at a time, I wouldn't stay at a job like that.
Breaking out the winter coat.
I need to. Oh my God, I was freezing. Was that you? Oh my God. I swear if they heard that, that's hysterical.
Oh, I forgot your life. Did anybody hear that noise?
We let a frog loose.
I will cry.
Yeah, Justin, you're right. You can understand how employees think, but just getting on with it was so much better. Yeah, like the last time I was down there, they asked what kind of tools they needed. And I said, basic hand tools. Typically, most companies have the tools we need to fix the job when they send me there, when they send me to the company. But this company, when I tell you, they didn't have anything. Like when I said simple hand tools, I meant, an impact, a drill, a wrench, like a set of wrenches.
Mm-hmm. They didn't have that either.
like a cutoff wheel with a grinder, basic hand tools that you need in everyday maintenance of a company. Because things happen. You got to either wire something, you got to cut something, you got to build something to do this. These things happen. The problem is when you don't have any of that and you expect to do a huge maintenance job on a machine that's, well, quite frankly, the size of my ramp truck. I mean, it's a 10,000 liter machine, and they're just expecting me to do it with my own tools that I don't have. The company doesn't supply my tools. I can buy tools when I'm on the job site, but I don't have anywhere to ship them. I don't have a box I can ship them with. I don't have anything. I'm not spending my own money to help a customer, that's not my customer, which I understand. I do treat it as like it's my company. The problem is if I buy tools on their basis just for that one company, now I have money invested in something that's only one person. When all the other customers have their own tools, their own fab stuff, that honestly, most of the companies I go to just hire me to make sure that they're doing it correct. I usually don't do any of the work, which is great. But there's some job sites where I do more work than I should because I like to be helpful. This was one of those job sites where I did it almost all. I did not have help. The guys there, they're nice people, very nice. I just didn't want to work. But, I understand, again, they're employees. They're not the owner. They only care as much as they're getting paid. So once their 8 hours is up, they're out. See you later. See you tomorrow. They're clock punchers. Again, I understand it. But sometimes a little bit extra effort once in a while helps. I'm not saying you got to be balls to the wall all year long. It's crazy how they don't have tools like that, especially with the equipment they are running. Yes, we're talking about a multi-billion-dollar nutraceutical company that is in a southern state. I won't be specific because I don't want people to be all judgy or guessing it or whatever. But yeah, multi-billion-dollar company, and they have about, I don't know, maybe $2,000 worth of tools for a multi-billion-dollar company. How? How does that place stay running? Is everything outsourced? It was blowing my mind how bad it was. But again, crazy stories for other days. Maybe I'll tell you some horror stories in the next live. I'm going to check one more time for your email, and hopefully I got it this time. No? Oh, there it is. It was in the okay. Oh, you don't have to send me anything, man. So, but I'll send it to you. Again, I appreciate y'all watching and talking with me. Hope you have a good night, Justin. I will get that sent out to you hopefully tomorrow, and have a good rest of your day because you're, what is it, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Enjoy that. Hopefully you're not dead. I don't know if you have to work tomorrow, but hopefully you're not dead. Yeah. All right. Everybody have a good night. I will see everyone in the next live stream. Adios.